Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I want to show you some of the Invoker combos, some of the helpful ones. So I'm level 30 Invoker, right now without Dota Plus. Before I start, I want to first of all tell you guys that knowing combos doesn't make you a better player, and it doesn't even guarantee that you will become a better Invoker. It's more like just for you to know, because knowing the combo is one thing, and knowing when to use this combo and when you need to disregard the combo and play with your team is absolutely another thing. But anyway, I will show you, maybe this will inspire something for your playstyle. So the first combo is the Etheral+Brooch combo. There are a lot of variations of this combo, but the easiest one, the most simple one, is just Alacrity Blast, Meteor, with Etheral and Revenant Brooch. So it looks like this. You can see it does insane amount of damage. This guy is 6 Hearts of Tarrasques and a Giant Ring. And it still was more than half of his HP pool. Now you need to understand that type of damage is magical. So if your enemy has pipe or has any magic resistant ability, the power of this combo will be greatly diminished. What's interesting is when you buy Size-Wise. When you buy Size-Wise, you are becoming an insane unit. So Ghost Walk, like this. Now you can even kill heroes with BKB. With Refresher Orb, let's buy even Swift Blink to make it look even flashier. This will look this. So 10k HP, enemy dies just like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Now, of course, I am telling you not to buy this item build, because you don't have any defensive abilities. Insanely situational item build. What I was trying to say is that you need to decide what item do you need less in this item build, because if you look at it, with this item build, you don't look like you are going to win the game. You look like a person who will die before the team fight even starts, or you will die trying to execute your combo on whatever your enemy you are playing against, just because you don't have anything defensive for yourself. So in most of the games you will need BKB. Or if not BKB, then maybe Iron Disc or any defensive item. You will need defensive item in like 99 of 100 games. So you can replace your Blink Dagger. Yes, you will sacrifice with your mobility, but you can replace it maybe with a Ghost Walk. If you feel like it's fine, you can maybe replace Blink Dagger. You can also replace Refresher Orb. It sounds more likely, because even without Refresher Orb, you will still most likely will have enough damage to kill whatever position 1 you're playing against. Just because this combination of items, this deals an insane amount of damage. You will most likely will have enough damage. Of course, you will not have double Size-Wise, but yeah. You can also replace Size-Wise. Maybe if you need double Refresher, double BKB with a Refresher. It's now every cool kid buys Refresher plus BKB. You can replace Size-Wise if you're playing against heroes like maybe Luna or Troll Warlord, that they don't have an innate escape ability or innate protective ability. They will still can be kited and poked on the BKB. So you can basically wait and poke their BKB, or wait for your team to poke on their BKB, then you can jump and kill them without a problem. And about the combo, I would say that it's your main pick-off combo in the new patch. You can forget about the Wurtun combos or whatever you were learning in the past. This combo is so strong and brain dead. It's your main pick-off combo. Just Revenant Brooch plus Etheral Blade plus Alacrity plus Chaos Meteor and Blast. They deal insane amount of damage, and it's so easy to execute. When you jump on a person with this combo, you can be sure that they are going to go down. The combo is really reliable, especially if you have Hex and you lock down your enemy. another combo on Invoker. As I told earlier, Revenant Brooch and Etheral Blade, this is a great combo, but the damage is greatly diminished if your enemy has a magic resist. And there will be games when you play against those heroes, like Anti-Mage. Against those heroes, there are two combos that can deal with those type of enemies. The first combo is Force Spirit combo. Many people, they underestimate Force Spirits and their power in the combos, in the killing combos of Invoker. Now I'll show you what they can really do. As you can see, I tried to build Anti-Mage as strong as possible. Heart of Trask, Skadi, Butterfly, Abyssal Blade with damage block, and I will be able to kill him with no problem at all with Force Spirit combo. For this, we need Bloodthorn, we need Size of Wise, and we need Refresher. Also, what we need is drums. I will buy new boots. So for this combo, you need to be in the Ghost Walk, have 4 spirits ready, and have Alacrity precasted. 32 armor, mind you. So I come up. And this guy is dead. I was a bit lazy, I a bit fucked up. I'll show you again. This is the combo. Pretty insane damage, right? It will be minus 30 armor. If you use Alacrity on both of them, this is how much they will be hitting. Now, if your enemy has too many armor, Anti-Mage doesn't have a lot of armor from the nature. He buys a lot of agility, a lot of stats, so he has 32 armor. But if your enemy is something like Morphling or Terror Blade, then you just need to forget about this combo. But against heroes like Anti-Mage, maybe some strange position 1 carry heroes, snakes maybe, this combo will be insane amount of damage. Now the cons of this build is, first of all, you rely on 4 spirits. With Aghanim Scepter and Max Fear, they have only 1k HP, so they can be easily killed. So this combo is very unreliable for teamfights. I would say you won't be able to use this combo in the teamfights. It's only for the pickoffs. There will be some games when you will have to jump with Blink Dagger. First of all, on Anti-Mage, it's very risky. You need to understand this. Second of all, when you jump with Blink Dagger, it's different from jumping from the Ghost Wall, because you jump and you have to use Size of Wise like instantly. Otherwise, the enemy will just use BKB or whatever the defensive items they have. Because of that, you jump, you use Hex, it starts ticking, it starts running out, and while it's ticking, you need to use Forges, buff Forges with Alacrity, buff Forges with drums, use Bloodthorn on your enemy, be ready to refresh and Hex and do all the same stuff again. So it's very challenging combo. I am not even sure if I'm able to execute this combo right now.
Let's keep moving.
Because I have not been practicing this combo a lot. But let's try. Well, I kind of fucked up this combo, but not too bad. So this is a combo. It's pretty hard to execute. The only advice for you is to learn this command. Host time scale, let's say 0.5. In the lobby, it makes the time go slower by 50%. So if you have trouble of executing combos, but you still want to learn them, I recommend you to learn them on the slower time. Make it a bit more faster later, after you get the hang of the idea. So this is the Force Spirit combo. Another way to deal with magic resistant enemies, not magic resistant enemies, what I want to say, passive enemies. It's a control spell that does all of the problem for us. It's also applied to the Spectre, to the Anti-Mage, maybe Bristleback. It's Silver Edge. Silver Edge, you can turn off Anti-Mage's passive ability.
We don't have time to waste.
Let's remove Butterfly. The Silver Edge, you can remove Anti-Mage's passive ability, and he will have a bad time dealing with Etheral++ Revenant brooch. So you can see. This was, mind you, 4.4k damage, 4.4k HP that I fucking wiped off like it's nothing. Just got exploded. Why he got exploded? Because I use Alacrity before I go in this, and this thing, it does critical damage with 100%. So my magical damage from Etheral Blade crits like a shit ton. Not every combo on Invoker needs to be a flashy killing combos. They're actually a good combo, a good item build for the team fights. For this you need to have Shivas, you need to have Blink, you need to have something defensive. Maybe Octarine Core for cooldown, or maybe Lincoln, but most of the time you need to have BKB. So this is your main build. With this build you can split push, you can connect with your team, BKB for the team fights, BKB for the defensive abilities, Shiva is for team fight. And after that you grade your Blink into the overwhelming Blink. And the main point of this build is that you have insane amount of slow. You have Ice Wall, you have Cold Snap, you have Overwhelming Blink, Shiva's Guard. You have insane amount of AoE slow. With this build you are not the main hero, you are not John Cena that kills everybody. You are the enabler. You are the main hero that enables your position 1s to have a good uptime on the enemies. So, the main combo is Shiva, Overwhelming Blink, this, and he has no move speed. Your enemy has no move speed. What's good about this build is that you don't hard commit on your enemy, and you don't have to use every single spell at the same time. You can just use Overwhelming Blink or just use Shivas, and that will be enough to pop your enemies on BKB. At that situation, you use BKB or you get killed by your teammates. This is the beauty of this build. Now, what are the cons of this build? As you can see, you cannot be the one who kills your enemy. So if you're playing with Pepegas, this might be not the build for you to go. Maybe the previous build with Revenant Brooch will be better. But you need to understand that if you play too greedy, you can ruin your game for the teammates. So in some of the games, it's more reasonable to go for this build. Now let's move next. Aghanim combos builds. So with Aghanim, you need to know that Tornado is the worst type of spell to set up for your Cataclysm. Tornado is programmed that way, maybe because the hero that in Tornado is spinning. I don't know why, I'm not a programmer, but the truth is, if your enemy is in Tornado, chances are he will be hit by only one Sunstrike, if you want to time it perfectly. So I don't recommend you to combo your Tornado with Cataclysm. Most of the times, I would just say to you that it's better for you to have a body that likes to play Tidehunter or Faceless Void and just play with his friends and build Aghanim Scepter and combine your spells together. But if you fucking hate yourself, then of course you can go for the Atos build. With Atos build, you rush Atos. You might have already seen some Invokers with Atos. Let's remove some of hearts. So they build fast Atos and they do this basically. This is their main combo. Now this is a good combo. The problem is if your enemy has an innate escape mechanism from root, this will be useless. Or if your enemy is by nature a very fat hero, like Templar Assassin with Refraction or Patch, you understand what I mean. So that's why I don't like Atos, but if you go with Atos, of course you can do this. Later you can grade it into Gleipnir to make it AoE, but you need to understand that in 99% of the games, your enemies will have some items, some abilities against this combo, because roots are not a hard lockdown in Dota. For that you buy Hex, and it becomes a good combo. You with Hex, with atos, and full Cataclysm is landed on the enemy. If you just buy Hex, it doesn't guarantee you that the Cataclysm will land on your enemy. He can just pig out and he will be fine. With Tornado I already told you that it's also a bad setup, so atos is one way for you to enable your Cataclysm. Later you can go with Refresher and have a Refresher combo with atos. It will be a lot of damage. Also, if you're just playing with Aghanim Scepter, if maybe you had good setup of laner or position 4 with stun, you decided to buy Aghanim Scepter just for stats and Cataclysm, you can also enable your Cataclysm with also with Abyssal Blade. This is only for the games when you have a lot of gold. So the build looks like you rush Aghanim Scepter, maybe have Midas, you go for Refresher, and after Refresher, maybe before Refresher you need to buy BKB, and after all of this, you buy Abyssal Blade. Maybe if not BKB you can buy Octarine Core, because Octarine Core will give you cast range for your Abyssal Blade. So your combo will look like this. You run in the Ghost Walk, come up, and do this kind of stuff. What's good about this combo is if your enemy is heavily reliant on BKB, this combo says fuck you, because Abyssal Blade and the Cataclysms, they go through BKB immunity. So if you need to burst somebody who is heavily reliant on BKB, maybe Phantom Assassin or someone else, this might work. But you need to understand that it's not like something you need to aim to buy, it's like an option. In the game, when you have Aghanim and Refresher, and you have a need to maybe burst somebody who is heavily reliant on BKB, then all of a sudden you can remember, oh, I can actually buy Abyssal Blade and do this kind of combo. The minus of this combo, the con, of course, is the cost. Abyssal Blade costs insane amount of gold, 6.2k gold. If you want to use Blink Dagger, with this you can do even more damage, because you don't have to waste one of your skills on Ghost Walk. Before the 7.31, I like to buy Meteor Hammer as a replacement to the Midas. So my playstyle was to summon forges at a certain time, make a lot of stacks in the neutral camps, and then farm all of them with a Meteor Hammer. So it was like a good farming item. But currently Midas is stronger, but still I will show you the combos that I like to do when I was playing with a Meteor Hammer. So my combo is to buy Eul Scepter and combine Meteor Hammer with Cold Snap and Eul Scepter. Now, Eul Scepter is a great item on Invoker, like without Meteor Hammer. It's just a good item. But with Meteor Hammer you can do this. Look. So, what I did is I used Cold Snap on the enemy, and then I used Eul Scepter. After the Eul Scepter lands, he will get stunned for 0.4 seconds of Cold Snap, which makes it that it will be 2.9 seconds of stun, of control. For Meteor Hammer in 3 seconds for it to land, so it will make a combo. Of course, it doesn't prevent enemies from using BKBs or any escape spells, and there's also, you need to understand that we all humans, it will not be 0.1 seconds difference between the combo, it will be a little bit more. It won't work on Juggernaut, on Lifesteer, and etc. against Miranas. But it's a good casual combo, like Sumiya combo. Sumiya combo doesn't work on every single hero as well, but it's still a good combo. It does a lot of the damage though. This is 2.7k damage, 2.7k HP. Look how much damage I do with this combo. And this is without Meteor talent. So this combo is good for split pushing, because with Meteor Hammer you will be able to split very well on your hero, because Meteor Hammer one-shots a creep wave. So you can come up, kill a creep wave with Meteor Hammer, leave 4 spirits, then get ready with your spells for the combo. somebody comes up to defend the lane from being pushed, then you come up from the tree, or if you have Blink Dagger, you jump and kill him with this combo. So that is the combo. So that's all I've got. I feel like if you like the